How do I like to spend my free time? Definitely I need to say that I love to ride on a motorbike. I love to feel the wind in my hair, to see the endless road in front of my motorbike. Sometimes I think I have a gasoline in my veins thanks to my grandmother, because she was a motorcycle mechanic. I did 3 major trips to across Europe on a very small motorbike, which looked like more a postman bike rather than motorcycle adventure. I rode 28,000 kilometers on that bike. I traveled across Albania, Macedonia, Romania, Gibraltar, Iceland. On another bike I did a trip called Riding Across America. I rode 20,000 kilometers. I'm always traveling on an extra low budget, which means that I'm using very often a couch surfing, which is a wonderful website. Because in the daytime it's just me and my motorbike, and in the evening I'm meeting new wonderful people. And for example, I slept in a house of Mormon house, I slept in a preacher house, I've met a wonderful guy who worked in a folk studio in Hollywood. So every day is totally different, but you know, when you're traveling, when you're riding, you need to remember about the risk. And for example, one day I was riding through Canada, just a regular road, and on the right side of the road I saw just such a sign, you know, don't feed wild animals. And I started to laugh, you know, with what? I didn't have any food with myself, with my skinny ass or something. And 1 mile after that, you know, a huge grizzly went on the road, and I had to stop immediately my bike. I freeze, I didn't move even an inch, and he started to walk into my direction. And he passed me, stand next to me like 2 meters, not more. He nodded his head like this, and I think he was saying, "You have a cool bike," and he just went out to the mountains. I was so lucky. And I was so nervous that I started to scream into his direction, go home," in English. So, you know, that worked, but after a few minutes I started to wonder why I didn't scream in French. I was in Canada, so he might speak in French. So it was funny. But another day, when I was traveling, I was sleeping in some guy house. He was very weird. He had all the scars on his face. There was some kind of spooky atmosphere in his house. So I put all the luggage under the door. I tried to protect myself like that. You know, hoping that in the night, if anything will happen, if he would like to enter my room, I will hear that. And I will, you know, have enough time to run out through the window. So every day is different, you never know what will happen, and that's why I love to ride on a motorbike, because, you know, every day is a true adventure.